Hey, this is Matt once again. Welcome back to another video. And this is a Patreon request for Marv B, who wanted me to do a commentary on the film From Beyond from 1986. I will do my best. This is not a film I have watched much, to be perfectly honest. This is not a film I'm much of a fan of. Hey. But like I said, if anyone's ever interested in requesting a review, commentary, or any type of video, it could be pretty much anything. The link to, you could do it directly via PayPal, link to that will be down below, or you could join me on my Patreon. There's certain tiers. And hey, if you become a patron based on the tiers, it could be for pretty much any movie, whether I liked it, disliked it, or don't know much about it. Pretty much any. Sometimes I just hope that people don't get offended that even if you request something and I end up not liking it, it's nothing against that person. It's just when I do a commentary or review, I just give my honest opinion. Doesn't mean I'm right or wrong. There's many movies I like, many movies I don't. This is directed by Stuart Gordon. May he rest in peace. I do enjoy quite a few of his movies. Dolls, Reanimator, this one he did called Stuck. This just happens to not be one of them. But let's get right into it. So thank you so much, Marby. I appreciate everyone who's done that. Again, if you're ever interested in joining me on my Patreon or sending any type of request via PayPal, you do in the info box down below. So, and for fans of this film, I apologize. But 3, 2, 1, pressing play. You do have the MGM logo. I don't remember much about this film, so not sure how good this commentary will be. I mean, once again, you got Jeffrey Combs, like we have this scene here. He's worked with Stuart Gordon many a time, whether it be Reanimator, Fortress, which is my favorite Stuart Gordon film. Of course, in this movie, Castle Freak, which I reviewed on the channel. I have no problem with Jeffrey Combs in the film. Also, you have Barbara Crampton, who's in Castle Freak, Reanimator. Tim Foree's in the film, who would go on to be in The Dentist, which Brian Yuzna, a guy who's worked with Stuart Gordon quite a few times, he directed that one. That's a film I reviewed, The Dentist. That review's on the channel. But Jeffrey Combs, underrated actor. Sally, he's never really hit the mainstream, as in never been a huge star, but he's definitely a very capable actor, cult actor, however you want to put it. I'm surprised no one's ever done a film with like Bruce Campbell and Jeffrey Combs, or like some of these other guys mixed in together as, you know, the stars of a film. You would think like Bruce Campbell, Tim Thomerson, and Jeffrey Combs. I'm surprised no one's ever made a movie where those three are like the stars of the film. Considering each one has their own little cult status. Tim Thomerson with the Trancers films and Doll Man, and Bruce Campbell, of course, The Evil Dead. Now, with this film, it's not a long movie. It's only an hour and 20-some minutes. Jeffrey Combs does a good job. The effects are fun. I guess, really, some of my issues that I remember, I don't care for what happens with Tim Foree's character, which we'll get to. I hated what they did with Tim Foree's character. Barbara Crampton, I liked as an actress. I really didn't care for her character in this movie, though. And she sort of becomes the main focus of the picture. I think when I first saw this, I assumed that Jeffrey Combs would be a huge major part of it, because Reanimator, and then he's at the beginning of this flick. But after this, he kind of disappears for a little while, that I remember. And I don't know if I really got much into the story compared to, say, Reanimator or Stuck or even Fortress. I wouldn't say the story ever caught me as much as, and this one as much as the others. Like this whole thing with Pretorius and this machine that looks like out of a 50s sci-fi movie. At least in my opinion. It does look like someone's... You look to the left, it's going to be Hitler's brain in a jar or something. And you look to the right, it's going to be people they've been turned to cat food. It's the corpse grinders. Maybe that's the point. Maybe that's the point. Man, look at those old school computers. I'm surprised they haven't tried to remake movies of this nature. I'm surprised they haven't tried to remake Reanimator or even From Beyond. Because I didn't grow much with this film and I haven't rewatched this film much, I don't know much trivia about this, sad to say. So Marby, I apologize if this commentary sucks. Something's coming. It's called You in Your Pants. You are coming. And then everyone will come. Now, a lot of times in the 80s, if you don't have an annoying neighbor, they gotta be a little bit chubby, and sometimes they gotta have that little shower cap on. And many times they gotta have a little dog. Usually a poodle. Maybe that's why you should close your fucking window, you stupid fucking blimp. Okay, that's harsh, but... To be fair, that's harsh. I mean, I'll take that back. But come on, I don't even know her character's name. Don't enter a fucking open door. That's called trespassing. Trespassing. How about you knock? There's no fucking doorbell. You just trespassed. In Texas, that would get you shot. Brains and ass splatter right on the fucking wall. Hey, that ain't them. That ain't right. That's not 50 stars on that fucking flag. God damn it. The dog is humping the furniture. That's the sound of it. Dog's having fun. This lady obviously hears people screaming bloody murder. Ah, ah. And then she keeps going as if nothing. She obviously hears people going, ah, ah, ah. Take the dog and run. Just go up there, pick up the dog. Now go. Now go. Stupid fuck. Man, she can't run for shit. That's not even running. That's not even walking. It's literally just two-toe stepping. It's his house. What are you arresting him for? It's his fucking house. What are you arresting for? He didn't do anything. He was just running away. That's all he was doing, is running away. So really, what are the cops arresting for? It's his fucking place. For stepping outside? Well, I mean, with stuff going on, there are places that do arrest if you just go outside. They sucked his brains out. No, his head disappeared. He blew his top. Of course, another H.P. Lovecraft. You had Reanimator. Here you have From Beyond. Instead of the green, here you got more purple. Although the music does not sound similar to Psycho, like the Stuart or Reanimator. Tim Foray, love Tim Foray from George Romero's Dawn of the Dead. Sally, I think he's very underused, and the way his character gets it, I thought that really fucking sucked, to be perfectly honest. I would like to have him been one of the leads for the entire movie. I mean, I liked him more than Barbara Crampton's character, to be perfectly honest. That's the thing. I remember not liking Barbara Crampton in this film. I don't mind her as an actress, but not in this one. I just didn't like her character. So maybe it's not her fault. Maybe it's the way her character's written. I don't know, just certain vibe. We got like Worms, or music composed by Richard Band. Some good effects, guys. John Beetler, aka John Carl Beetler, director of Friday 30 Part 7. Matt Goldberg, DP. I've definitely recognized his name on DP in pretty bigger, successful films. Dennis Paoli, don't know him. Probably have to look. If I looked him up, probably find out. There's a Charlie Band. This is Empire. That's Empire Pictures was the company Charles Band had before that kind of went away and then went into Full Moon. Which Full Moon's still around to the day because they just released a movie dealing with what's going on and put zombies behind it. Of course, they got Barbara Crampton dressed up in these ugly as hell glasses and dressed up, I guess, to be a counter to later on when you got the S&M stuff going. I was wondering what the fuck that guard was doing in the back. He was itching himself with a pencil. Probably one of those extras. I gotta do something, so let me itch. Notice me. Hey, he's a black guy. You gonna die in the movie? Token black guy. Is the token black guy gonna die? No, that's for Ken Foray, who dies later on. But this man will live and not have any fucking lines of dialogue. We don't want to pay him, so don't have him have lines of dialogue. Who's humping in there? Santa Claus. Have you met Dudley Moore today? Will you see John Lithgow later? Hey, Fred Ward's dad. Get out of here. Do it now. Well, speaking of jerking off, keep on coming, but you can't come in. Literally. That guy in the back just like staying there. Like, what's he doing really? He's behind a pair of bars. He's just staring. He's watching. Maybe he's watching the bars in case the bars themselves escape. Yes, she's a psychiatrist because she thinks you're batshit crazy. Miskatonic University, of course, that's the thing in many H.P. Lovecraft. I mean, you had that in The Unnameable, which I really enjoy. I mean, it's not the most action-packed movie, but I like The Unnameable. They came up with a Blu-ray of that. I think the Blu-ray could have been better, though. I mean, I have it. I'm so glad I got a Blu-ray, but I wish another company had done it. Because there's interviews, which is cool, but they're done by Skype, all of them, and I'm like, really? That's pretty cheap. I'd understand if it was nowadays, but anyway, I'm getting off tangent. Jeffrey Combs does do a good job in this, I admit that, and maybe that's the thing, like Jeffrey Combs and Kim Foree, I just enjoy more character personality wise than Barbara Crampton's character here. Okay, when you tell someone you saw creatures, they're not gonna believe you. Just how it is. They're not gonna believe you. Just know that. Anytime you're in a psych ward, never talk about creatures, because they will think you're batshit crazy, insane in the membrane. That you eat too many fruity pebbles or Fruit Loops. Because it came in his pants. It ate him. Bit off his head. That's a... I don't know if that was meant to be funny. It bit his head off like a gingerbread man. Yeah, I don't know if that was meant to be funny. Because that comes back at the end of the film. I do remember that, because Barbara Crampton kind of says the same thing. You get the idea that she's going to be in a psych ward, just like this guy is. So you got the psychiatrist that by the end is going to be in a psych ward. So, don't really care for that ending. Again, just personal preference. Or just in this case, non-preference. I know that machine don't have any metal there. We say you could smoke. But that's the 80s, man. Like, people could smoke everywhere, including in a fucking hospital. Whether a psych hospital or what. You still have a lady just fucking smoke it. I mean, there's a goddamn radiation sign on the fucking door, and 2 feet away, this lady just smoking. Yeah, goddamn radiation sign right on the fucking... A warning sign on the fucking door. Bunch of high-tech words here. It means not crazy. It means he's been skull-fucked. The head's been shoved up his ass, sir. Then why the fuck did you invite her in the first place? I know you do this. Then why did you invite her in the fucking first place? Take off your glasses and your clothes. And you take the stethoscope and put it around your fucking neck. No, I'm just serious. Actually, I meant just kidding, but I just said just serious, so I meant just kidding. This guy is talking as if he's on the stage, and make sure the back seats will hear me. I did Shakespeare one time, and I loved to play Hamlet. What are you doing for dinner today? Okay, shitty actor. You and your fucked up tie, get the fuck out of here. Ah, we got a better actor now, Jeffrey Combs. Thank you. I guess I was wrong. For some reason, I remember Jeffrey Combs not being in the film much, but that shows how long I've seen the movie. Recreate the experiment. Yes, you're gonna do it. Come with me if you want to live. No ain't much of a choice, so suck it up, buttercup. Can you see what I see? Wanna see what you saw? Shitty situation gonna be created. Alright. Foree. Alright. I love Foree. I love him in Dawn of the Dead. Sadly, there's not a lot of big roles he got. I don't know why. Used to play pro football. We were all crazy. But I don't know why after Dawn of the Dead he just never got a lot of big roles. I don't know what it is. I mean, even throughout the 80s, you would think, hey, the guy who's starring in Dawn of the Dead. But I'm trying to think like all the 80s films he's been in. He was in a big role in Night Riders. There's this movie. Man, in the 90s he was in a big role in The Dentist. Of course, his big role in the Dawn of the Dead remake. And there's a couple others, but not really a lot of like big roles for Foree. Again, just don't understand that. He has a nice presence to him. He's likable. He could be funny. He could be tough. Chow poof law. Now get your ass in there so I can get in. Yeah, already I could tell Foree was having fun with this role. That's what sucks about what happens to him. I can't remember when that happens. But yeah, I liked Foree. I remember liking Jeffrey Combs, and I remember liking the effects, but that's all I remember liking, is those three things. And the two I do like die. The one I don't care for lives, and it doesn't matter. She's going to be in a psych ward. But yeah, I remember the effects being fun, but I mean, I did just watch a clip show on YouTube for the effects. The score, so far, it's there. I don't think the score is as memorable as Reanimator. I mean, yeah, it might have been heavily inspired by Psycho, but it was still a memorable score. Here, the music is fine. It's not bad, but so far I'm not going to remember this music after this movie's done. Sometimes that's how it is. Sometimes the score can be perfectly serviceable, but not amazing memorable. I mean, honestly, right here is probably the more decent part of the score so far, whereas it's almost not melody, but a softer, but yet try to be creepy stance. The fuck is that in his hand? Is on Foree's hand? Guess I'll find out later. I mean, he's got a suitcase, but I wonder like that blonde stick light thing. The house power's dead as fuck. Doctor. He disappeared. Okay, if he knows this place better than you guys, wouldn't he be able to find a window and just get the fuck out of there? Like, really quickly? I thought you were looking for him. Okay, now you... I just had to get the lights on. But it didn't look that dark. Wonder if any of this was done... No, I was going to say, I wonder if any of this is done within that castle that Charlie Band's family owns in Castle Freak. That's what I learned. I reviewed Castle Freak. I'm like, how the hell did Charlie Band afford a house? And people told me, oh, it was his family's. I'm like, oh, okay. Fuck is that? Porn? Yeah, porn. Pretorius. Anyone who has read the story, was this whole S&M thing a part of the story? By H.P. Lovecraft? Yeah, I don't know shit about the story, so you can let me know. Was that part of the original story? This is Jeffrey Combs auditioning for the Shining miniseries. But hey, that's going to come 10 years later, a bit too early, Jeffrey. I could have been the Shining. Well, you still would have been better than Steven Weber. I mean, Steven Weber's not a bad actor, but not for the Shining. Jeffrey Combs actually would have been a more interesting fit for the Shining miniseries than Steven Weber. I mean, I say that as a joke, but the more I think about it, he would have been a better, more interesting figure for that. Because that miniseries was, what, 1997? So he could still play at that age. That or someone like Brad Dourif. But, I'm going off a tangent with this. I mean, I probably still watch this over... I still watch this over the miniseries of The Shining. If I was Tim Frey, I would grab the axe like immediately right now. And I can see the appeal of the setup where, okay, I don't mind Barbara Crampton as an actress. I like Tim Frey. I like Jeffrey Combs. It's cool, like Reanimator guy and the Dawn of the Dead guy together. Tim Frey showing energy and normalcy. The regular guy. Like he said, he used to be a football player. Now he's doing this kind of work. You know what? I think for me, I would have liked it more if it was from Ken Forey's point of view. Like, this is a normal guy thrust in this weird situation with this, you find out, weird psychiatrist and fucked up Jeffrey Combs. I think that would have been cool to see, like, a normal person's point of view in this crazy situation. That's just me, though. What is that? Is that potatoes or something? Obviously, that big portion is for him. I mean, he was so gung-ho to leave before. Now he stays. He had a chance to leave before trying to... and not worry about destroying that thing. Any idea of credit where credit's due? Jeffrey Combs and Jeffrey Combs and Tim Foree do a good job. I would say they're the best parts of the movie. I can't really say I'm that invested in the story though. Like so far, something weird happened. The scientist's head was gone. And now they're going to start their experiment again. This is about almost half an hour into the movie. So really a third of the movie is less than 90 minutes. And this resonator thing, I mean, I don't know, it just doesn't look that impressive to me. It's just like a coffee machine with something that you think is going to be part of a disco club. I'm looking at the trivia. The H.P. Lovecraft story is only 7 pages long. Huh. Let's see. Well, I'll look at the trivia later. Okay. I guess they wanted to go more for green and reanimator, and here the color is purple, pink and purple. You said don't move and you're moving. I mean, why are you saying, yo, don't move, and then everybody's like moving? Also, didn't it say you don't stand right by the thing? But I guess you have to stand back for it? So the resonator makes you horny? Well, it affects your brain. That's what it does. Your perception. Sally moves, which is a mistake. That's an interesting effect, this weird suction cup with teeth. Well, they've got the evidence now. If you take that thing, you leave, it's like, here's the evidence. Now he's saying... Jeffrey Combs, just turn the fucking thing off. Then turn the thing off. Take it says you. Okay, turn it off now. Just turn it off now. Say fuck it. Fuck the noise. Fuck the voice. Mr. Shadow Man. Dr. Pretorius. What happened to you with your head? The guy playing Pretorius is not bad either, I'll say that. Not that bad of an actor. Yeah, the masturbator. Nope, it's my twin brother, Sedwidge. Jeffrey Combs, the guy is naked with his dick hanging out, and last time you saw him he had no head. Why the fuck would you want to touch him? Come on now, man. And he's got a pedophile grin on his face. Here's this naked guy with his dick hanging out, and now he's made out of putty. Now he looks like Louis Gossett Jr.'s character in Enemy Mine. Now these are some fun effects. That's a cool one. Just turn the fucking thing off. There you go. I don't think that worked though. But yeah, I mean, I guess none of that is kept, like the thing that bit Ken Foree's character. Go from puking to making eggs. Also, I know some person asks, why do I sometimes hold the microphone like this? It's so that it keeps my wrist from hurting. And Sally, when I came here for at least a couple months, I was not able to bring the thing to just put the microphone there, so I don't know what to do with it. And if I just use the webcam, the sound is a bit weaker, so to do what I can do. Trying to remind myself to put the mic away when I'm drinking, so you're not here. Again, I can't really say I'm interested in Barbara Crampton's character. It's just a lot of scientific babble, and really and ugly ass glasses. That's really it. Like, Jeffrey Combs is a character I feel sorry for. Ken Foree is a character I relate to and seems like the normal and good sense of humor guy. And Barbara Crampton's like the intellectual, not quite wet blanket, but just and this does become Barbara Crampton's fault, so it just makes me dislike the character even more. Maybe that's the point. You're not supposed to like the character, but then she becomes the main focus, and I don't like her, so I don't know how else to say it. She's being dumb. She's being foolhardy. I know that's part of the character. She does Ken Foree tail, which pisses me off. She does Jeffrey Combs tail, which pisses me off. She survives, which pisses me off. She's an unlikable character, which pisses me off. So all that put together pisses me off on the fucking movie. even Reanimator, like Jeffrey Combs is not, you're not supposed to like the character, but Jeffrey Combs has enough of a charming way to deliver the dialogue that he overcomes that aspect. Sadly, I don't think Barbara Crampton has that same ability. I don't think she's a bad actress, but I don't think she has that same ability. And that's kind of what they were trying to do, is that, okay, Jeffrey Combs was playing the mad scientist. In a way, Barbara Crampton is that character. And then Jeffrey Combs is more the innocent, like Barbara Crampton in the Reanimator. I think that was part of the point, is that they switch roles. I was surprised the third guy isn't the guy from Reanimator. I forget the guy's name. But I'm glad it's Ken Foree. But again, I wish the movie was in Ken Foree's point of view and to battle the creature at the end. And I know that's not everyone's cup of tea, but I can only share my cup of tea. What's the point of sharing someone else's cup of tea if it's not my cup of tea? I'm not going to talk for them. I'm going to talk for me. Of course, in the dialogue before, they mentioned how it stimulates sexual urges, so that's why you don't see some stuff about that. I'm like, okay, cool. And, I mean, sexy, but I can watch porn for that, if you want to be blunt and honest about it. But looking at some of the info, the trivia, while this is happening, was she looking at the stars or something? Oh, the attic. Barbara Crampton sold the leather dominatrix outfit she wore in this film at a yard sale. The H.P. Lovecraft story is only 7 pages long that this is based on. An opening scene in which Dr. Pretorius hammers a nail through an unwilling female's tongue was excised. The Resonator sound effects were later sampled in the song Intergalactic by the Beastie Boys. I remember that song. Studio executives opposed the casting of Barbara Crampton as the Doctor because they thought she was too young to be believable psychologist. Stuart Gordon, however, insisted that Crampton be cast, and she was. Gordon was interested in the possibility of making a series of Lovecraft films with the same cast, like Roger Corman's Poe adaptations. Stuart Gordon, Jeffrey Combs, and Barbara Crampton would work together on the third Lovecraft adaptation in 1995, the direct-to-video Castle Freak. And then Stuart Gordon would later direct Dagon and the second episode of The Masters of Horror, Dreams in the Witch House. I think the other guy's name is Bruce Abbott, if I may be wrong. I wonder how come he didn't come back. Did he say no, or was he told not to? I don't know. Of course, she turned it on, so it's her fault even more so. So Barbara Crampton definitely fucked up. And I was going to get them all killed. Fucking idiot. They did a fucking vibrator. You want to feel more. Stuart Gordon shot his film Dolls at the same time, and it was released the following year. The production ran out of money before the effects on the finale could be finished. 4 separate special effects teams worked on the movie's effects. It was filmed in Italy with an Italian crew in order to save money. Okay. But let's see. That's like the big... Anytime someone mentions this movie, this is one of the designs they talk about. is this half man, half... He almost looks like the creature in Slither with Michael Rooker. Kind of reminds me a little bit of what they would do later in Slither. Bubba, she got deep shit. What are you doing? You know he's that crazy. Titties. Long ass fingernails. Not fingernails, but fingers. Fucking thing from Beetlejuice. The sandworms. So was Jeffrey Combs not able to turn the machine off from up here? In the attic? I don't remember him trying. Did he even try? Where's your gun? Don't you have a gun? I guess you don't get the knife. Or at least Tim Foree's doing something, you know, stabbing the shit out of it. And the creature's trying to eat Barbara Crampton's head. The creature's trying to eat Jeffrey Combs' head in the basement. Gonna swallow him whole. Do something, man. There you go. Damn, turn him bald. Turn Jeffrey Combs bald as fuck. Curly from the Three Stooges. Turn Jeffrey Combs to a fucking skinhead. No, I'm just saying. Well, it's too late now because the movie ain't over, so you did unplug as much as you want, but it's your own damn fault. You fucked up. Stupid. Yeah, it's too fucking late now. How I know it because it's only 47 minutes in and it's an hour and 25-minute movie. I don't think he even has eyebrows, right? Yeah, not even eyebrows. Yeah, that's what they all say. So why did he even put him on the bed? Just go outside, get in a fucking van and leave. Christ. Lady, you almost got raped and your titties were showing up. These temporary... Tim Foree's like the only guy with common sense. That's it. I didn't like Barbara Crampton's Tear to begin with, and from here on out, I liked her less and less and less. I know that's, but what about Reanimator? What about Jeffrey Combs? I don't know, Jeffrey Combs, again, certain actors can do that. Not every actor can do that. That's just my opinion. If you disagree, that's cool, but yeah, I think Jeffrey Combs can make that happen. I don't think Barbara Crampton can. Obviously, a lot of people disagree because this is a film people enjoy. Again, I don't give a shit about the S&M shit. I don't give a shit about her being horny and being into S&M. I don't care. She can go whip herself, whip it herself, snuggle herself, ride a fucking studded dildo. I don't give a fuck. Have her tit handcuffed to her ass and tell her to go fuck herself. I don't give a shit. I dare you like leather. Go into porn then. Become a porn actress. But it is cool. She's touching herself. I didn't watch porn for that. Plus, you get to see all the goods. But if I don't care about the story and I don't care about the character, then I don't give a shit. Well, but Friday 13th. Honestly, some of those Friday 13ths I do care about the story. Maybe a simple story, a cliche story, a not original story, but I still care. Pretty much just watch her in her S&M outfit, putting on lipstick. Are you going to put it through your nipple? That's a different movie. From a different actress. Night of the Demons. Which I like more than this. The idea your hair is messed up. Fix your hair. Fix your fucking hair. God damn it. If you don't wear that, then come over here and sit on my face. Then I'll change my mind. If I don't rape and molest poor Jeffrey Combs. Of course, if that was me, would I really complain? I don't know. Depends what she does. If she's going to scratch me and scratch my eyes out, then yes, I will complain. But I mean, if she's going to do that to me, then no, I won't complain. Man, it is supposed to be, I mean, sexy, naughty, whatever. But I just... This place has sure gone crazy. Knock her the fuck out already. Just knock her the fuck out or something, man. Or push her or handcuff her or something, man. Just fucking leave her, man. Take Jeffrey Combs and get the fuck out. She wants to stay and play with herself, fine. Play with yourself all day long for all I fucking care. Play with yourself in every room of the fucking house and twice in the dining room. Every day and twice on Tuesday. So somehow Pretorius is able to manipulate the circuit breaker and... Okay. Sure, why not? Just do something. Fucking push her. Fuck, it could have done that all along? It could turn herself on all along? Hey, that's the title of the movie, From Beyond. Yeah, I mean, I wasn't liking... Yeah, we got these bees, I guess you call it? Whatever you call it. Like, Ken Foree is like the one decent... Well, no, the only one, but decent human being doing the best that he can and gets fucked over by everything. And he saves them, helps them out in any way he can. Tiffery, leave, save yourself. Don't worry about him. Leave, save yourself. Don't do that, just get the fuck out of Dodge, man. Get the fuck out of Dodge. All this time they try to save him, but they do nothing to try to save Ken Foree. They do nothing to try to save Ken Foree. Oh, I'm tired. I'm tired. Yeah, you two got him killed. Congratulations. It's your fault, bitch. Fuck you. You got him killed. He saved you again. And you got him killed. You didn't do shit. Sat there with the fucking thumb up your ass. I think when I first saw this, you know, being really into Dawn of the Dead, Ken Foree, and then when he dies like that, I'm like, fuck this movie. I just stopped caring. Because like, Ken Foree is gone and dead. Cool monster, but okay. And Jeffrey Combs is too affected. Barbara Crampton, I don't care about her character. I don't give a shit if she lives or dies. I really don't. I don't care, man. Okay, alright. Good special effects. I keep saying that. I'll give it that. Some good special effects. Is that beautiful? Looks like something's fucked up on your TV. It looks like the type that if that's your TV, you have to go get another one or get the other one repaired. Let's say after a football game, you got pissed off, you knocked your TV down, you put it back up, and then it turned into that. Let's see. Oh, yeah. So the little fire extinguisher fucked it up. Why didn't you think of that to begin with? And Tim Frey would still be alive. Sorry, I've sort of lost That's okay, take your time. That's okay, just take your time sitting there. So we're at the hospital again. So are we led to believe this is a coroner and they think he's dead, or what? I think some of this was cut down and you can only see it in the unrated cut. Because I know this had problems with the MPAA for scenes like this. I believe so, I could be wrong. Again, I'm not an expert on this movie. Yeah, Stuart Gordon films. My favorite is Fortress, which I've reviewed on the channel with Christopher Lambert, or as some people call him, Christophe Lambert. Love Fortress. Good prison sci-fi movie. With a solid cast, some entertaining set pieces of action. I like Reanimator. Dolls, I think is pretty damn well done. Short, to the point. Robot Jocks I could not get into. The ending where the villain has killed people and then, hey, they not fist bump. Yeah, we're friends now. What the fuck? Get the fuck out of here. Castle Freak I reviewed on the channel. It was there. It was okay. I mean, I'll say the effects are more interesting here than Castle Freak. But oh, Castle Freak, I don't know, like Castle Freak didn't make me as mad as this one. And I wouldn't even say I'm truly mad at this. It's just disappointment of Ken Foree and Jeffrey Combs. And then we're left with the character I liked the least. And that's an interesting question. What's worse, a horrible film or a disappointing film? Stuck was interesting with Stuart Gordon. I saw Teen of the Ants once, but I don't remember a single thing about it. Did not see Edmund. Sad to say, Stuart Gordon, when you look at his filmography, he did not make a lot of movies. He did not make a lot of films, sad to say. Yeah, it's too bad, but I think overall Stuart Gordon was a good director. May he rest in peace. Of course, they think she's crazy. I'm like, why wouldn't they think she's crazy? I guess that's the irony. A psychiatrist is now in a psych ward. Sedation. I wanna be sedated. Jeffrey Combs just looks like an alien from Star Trek. Funny enough, Jeffrey Combs would appear in Star Trek. I forget which episodes, but quite a few episodes of Star Trek. One funny thing about Jeffrey Combs, if you look it up, there was a little mini movie for a ride of the movie Aliens. Like, Aliens had a ride, and they had like actors for the little movies, and one of them was Jeffrey Combs. Because I saw it when I got the Alien box set on Blu-ray, and one of the bonus discs, it showcased that. I'm like, that's fucking Jeffrey Combs. You'll probably find it on YouTube. I don't know if it's Aliens the Ride or whatever, but you can find it online. It's pretty interesting. I was thinking like, oh, these are cool colors. Not really. Again, looks like you dropped your TV or like a shitty Predator vision. Of course, this is before Predator. You know what? It looks like the POV of Wolfen. That piece of shit movie. I ranted on Wolfen on the channel. I fucking hate Wolfen. I can even say this is better than Wolfen. This film at least is shorter. At least I like Jeffrey Combs' Tim Foree a lot more than Albert Finney in that movie. But that was another movie. I'm like, why isn't Gregory Hines the lead in the movie? If Gregory Hines and his character was the lead of the film, it would have been a much better movie in my opinion than Albert Finney, who was just extremely dull and boring in his role. Plus the ending felt like it went nowhere, and its message, I'm like, really? So this whole time just fucking around in the hospital. We already know this lady's going to get it because the movie's been portraying her as a bitchy lady. So the bitch gotta get it. Some kind of comeuppance or whatever the hell you put it in terminology. It sucked his brains out. No, not really. Please don't eat those. I think actually this is Stuart Gordon's wife. This lady. Because I know she was in Dolls. Like Purdy, Carolyn Purdy Gordon, something like that. Yeah, this other lady is Stuart Gordon's wife. I just remember. Because I do remember in the film Dolls. If you see a guy with that shit in his head, eating brains or whatever the hell, just go and get security. Fuck are you doing? Go get security. You saw the thing popped out of his fucking head like a dick through a glory hole. He's been eating brains. Spilled water on my fucking shirt. Because I'm pissed off. But they gotta get her alone so that they can do this. No, he did suck her brains out. Definitely an interesting way to do it. Take out her eyeball and suck it through her eye socket. Again, you don't see that every day. I give credit to the effects, the gore. Maybe that's why a lot of people like it. They like Jeffrey Combs, Tim Foree. They like the gore. Yeah, again, 80-some minutes long. That's okay, lady. You'll be back here after the end of the movie. So, it doesn't matter. Not that I care about you as a character, but again. We're almost at the end of the film. We're about 15 minutes left. Yeah, about 15 minutes left in the movie. So yeah, at least there's that. What you doing stalking around there? This is the ambulance that Jason was in Friday 13 Part 4. See, actually, as they're leaving, this is when Jason don't come in and kill the rest of the people. Nah, not really. There's the guy there. Some hobo that needs a drink. Don't drink that. It's piss. It's because I'm pissed off. Sorry, I'm not saying much. It's just not much for me to say. It took her that long to slowly look up and see his eyeball hanging out. Wouldn't he immediately see that when she looked at the body? Wouldn't she immediately see that? I mean, Jeffrey Combs kills more people than anybody in this movie. I mean, Jeffrey Combs kills more people than the Pretorius. So, I mean, I know he's affected, so it's not truly his fault, but, yeah, what can you do? Now we get to the conclusion of From Beyond. 1986, this came out. That was a good year for movies, I'll say that. You had Aliens. Let's see. Just want to make sure on something. Alright. Sorry, I'm going off the frame. But you had Aliens, you had Maximum Overdrive, you had 86, Big Trouble in Little China, The Golden Child, Cobra, a lot of personal favorites of mine. And I miss years like that. Movie years that I should say like that. I mean, even a movie like this, I mean, I don't care for it, but compared to movies today, like horror movies I should say of today, yeah, I mean, it's better than shit I've seen like lately, like Hereditary or Midsommar or that crap. I'll give you that. I mean, if I reviewed the film, it would be rant because usually I title videos if I don't like the film. Now, it may be more than other movies I hate, maybe less than other movies I don't like. Or maybe, I didn't care for it, but most of the time, I just label it as rant just to let people know. How the fuck did he get there so soon? He was fucking around for like 10 minutes. Well, granted, she took the time to put a bomb in, so that's during while doing that, that's how he got there. So to be fair. I think she bites this, right? She bites this and pulls it off. Yeah, okay. I like that bit. So I do remember a couple things from this. Again, that's just a really, I don't know, for me, it's just a cheap looking prop. Can't help it. Just doesn't look that impressive. Great, is that supposed to look like Star Wars? But still, I don't know. This is a little redemption for Jeffrey Combs' character for the stuff. Well, technically he was forced to do it. It wasn't truly his fault. Truly isn't his fault. I don't know, just the way Jeffrey Combs ran. He's like, fuck this, I'm out. You run like a monkey on speed. That's a fact that doesn't hold up well. The practical isn't too bad. The whatever, the animation, whatever. Took care of him quickly. Not much of a fight. Why do these flying things look like the dream demons from Freddy's Dead, the Final Nightmare? If they remade this, they probably would have it in fucking 3D. Well, they don't really do the 3D nowadays, to be honest. To be fair. Fuck, did that thing bite her? Why are they biting her restraints off? Like, why do they do that? By this point, Jeffrey Combs has that overcome the creature. Just for shits and giggles, they're like, hey, I guess. Like, they could go for her whole body. Could have gone for her face, her nose, her fucking feet. I guess the whole moving thing. But I thought that was, now we passed that point where moving doesn't matter for shit. But maybe not. Maybe that was still a point for those little creatures. I guess so. Maybe that's why. Because she was moving those, so they went for that. Okay, fine, whatever. Yeah, I thought we were past that point since all this other crazy shit, but I guess not. I don't really care because I don't care about this character. I'm sorry. I do not care about this character. I don't care. It's... You did it once. You could have stopped it. You got Tim Foree killed. You got Jeffrey Combs killed. There's Jeffrey Combs trying to overcome it. Do the best that he can. He got his hair back, so it's an improvement. You know, you could have helped to try to get Jeffrey Combs out of there, but nah, of course not. That would have been cool if she pulled Jeffrey Combs out and they both get out of there, but no, can't do that. So now they're both fighting with each other within one creature body. And they both separate, and they're both these little creature things. Yeah, so that one biting is Jeffrey Combs. Or let go of the arm and for her to leave. Oh yeah, then they find her and they're like, she's gonna go in the psych ward again and she's gonna be right where Jeffrey Combs was. And her knees are fucked up. Makes sense she dropped that fucking far high. Something is bound to happen. And her knees are fucked up. You see that? Like her knees are obliterated. Like there's nothing fucking left. That's the same lady with the dog. The same lady. At this point I'd be like, I've just fucking move. Just don't say anything. Don't say anything. Too late. Now you don't mean the psych ward. Just like Jeffrey Combs at the beginning of the film. She's going ape shit. I guess now she's crazy. Now she's crazy. Is that it, movie? We're just doing that as a joke, movie. You didn't have to repeat me doing that. Fuck. Each time I do it, it fucking does it. Okay then. Fucking hell, man. Don't do it again? Okay. Fucking hell. But anyway, enough of that stupidity. Not the movie. I mean, I'm not a big fan of this movie, even watch it again. I like Jeffrey Combs. I like Ken Foree. I wish Ken Foree was the lead character. I wish it was from his point of view. Barbara Crampton did not do a bad job acting. It's just, I did not care for her character in any way, shape, or form. It's short, 85 minutes long with credits. There's some good effects, but the S&M stuff, don't give a shit about it, to be honest. The story did not captivate me or draw me in or interest me. You tell it was thin when, this is based on 7 pages, so there's really not much there. And to me, it's a step down for Reanimator and how crazy Reanimator is. I just think it's a step down. But that's just me. Anyway, thanks for watching. Take care. Sorry to the people who liked the film. That's cool. Thank you once again, Marv B. I apologize. I do appreciate the people who pledged to my Patreon. You're willing to request anything based on the tiers. Doesn't mean I'm going to like it or love it. I might, but I might not. But I gotta be honest. But either way, again, I'm happy to do any type of commentary or any type of review. As long as you're okay with an honest opinion, it's all good. But thank you if you're ever interested in joining my Patreon, or you're ever interested in sending requests directly via PayPal. Links to both is in the info box. Thank you guys for watching. Take care. Rest in peace, Stuart Gordon. And we will see you guys later. Bye-bye.